Okay. All right, guys. Previously on the Clockwork Citadel, Session 1, our party comes together one by one on the first day of the Order of the Epoch. Each registered alone, but instead of waiting to be paired, a few took it upon themselves to find members in order to meet the minimum requirement of 4. As they reached their number, a discussion of how well suited the party seemed ensued, and the decision to add a 5th member took hold. Happy with the new party build, they approached Trenta, the woman in charge of registering new parties, and assigned them a quest to take on. Given the choice between 2 quests, the party decided on the better paying, which was the best option. Decided the better paying one was the best option, and went to find a kobold man by the name of Struess. After 3 hours walking and a few meager attempts to get to know each other, the group arrived in Hour 1 and began the search at a local tavern. Dodd asked the barkeep if Struess was a patron, to which the barkeep recognized the name immediately and pointed the party in the right direction. Dodd thanked the barkeeper, bought a drink, downed it, and went off in search of the multi-level home with paned windows he had been directed towards. Arriving, the group discussed with Mr. Struess the last couple tenants, appearances, names, last seen, location. After getting all the information they could, they were led downstairs to the basement where the last 2 tenants had disappeared, according to the kobold. Sarana, with aid, investigated the floors and quickly uncovered, partially because it was at a similar height to her, a hole in the corner behind the bedpost. Aberforth and Sarana, being the weakest looking of the party, surprised all as they made moving the bed look like child's play. A close comparative given her number size. Dodd ties a rope to Sarana, who lowers herself in the hole, followed by Aberforth. The pair slowly make their way room by room as follows. Empty, then a book on a mantle with topic of gods, a stopgap room leading to stairs, and a room with a crown covered in web sitting on a pedestal. Meanwhile, Troth and Day find out that there are other rentals nearby. Mr. Struess allowed the party to explore the nearest, seemingly in the direction that Aberforth had communicated. Of bad rolls with the pair, they decided there's nothing in the room of the rental and turn to leave. I did not type that well. Coincidentally, at the same time, Dodd approaches the entrance to the rental, having finished the job as rope holder, and simultaneously Aberforth and Sarana click the button to release the trapdoor that leads to the subterranean rooms they've been exploring. Relaying all that they've seen, the party decides to investigate the crown room. After a few attempts at reaching the crown without entering the room, the party alerts the giant spider guarding the crown that was waiting on the ceiling. A fairly quick fight, each having dealt a blow to a spider or 2. The big one falls to an arrow sent forth from Sarana's bow. Investigating the now safe room, the group finds the missing tenants and loots them. Dodd carries the bodies to Mr. Struess's table, throws them down, and asks if these are the tenants. As this happens, tiny spiders pour out. But being quick, Serrano hides their presence with minor illusion. Mr. Struess confirms those are the bodies and asks for them to be removed. The party negotiates a removal fee and succeeds. Having walked away with a book, a crown, a robe with red runes, 2 health potions in round bottles, 20 extra gold, and a note of completion, the party heads off. As they do so, Troth asks his retainer to take care of the bodies and meet him later. And that's where we continue with the party heading. It's up to you guys.
Alright, what time of day is this? Like, are we at night?
4, you said, I think 5.
I believe I said... Sorry, I'm just checking this. Okay, thank you. I cannot see it. I believe I said it was around 4 to 5, so we'll just call it 4:30.
Okay. Yeah, do you guys still want to head to that church and inquire about the Tic god?
Sure. Yeah, got
Alright.
nothing better to do.
Let's go.
Okay, so Dodd, having lived here the longest, you would know that each church of time exists within the original inner ring of the Clockwork Citadel. Each one would be placed right on the line that is the beginning of the hour. So the one closest to you right now would be the 12.
Well, let's head there.
All right.
Do we need a short rest? Does anybody need to?
I'm good.
I think I'm good too.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys took any damage. I can, assuming you updated in the app, I can check and see if Aberforth took any damage. It looks like everyone, according to the app at least, everyone's at full or near full.
Yeah, I have 7 points of damage. I think I'll be fine.
Honestly, you still have more health than some of our members.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Okay, so that would probably be about an hour away.
Wait, so the church is where?
The church, so...
There's one every hour, right?
Yeah, there's one every hour. You guys are currently in the 12th hour, if I remember correct. So it would basically be inwards towards the inner city. So you just have to walk. I guess it would be southward.
So I guess,
If 12 o'clock is north in the city.
and then after that we have to go try to get a new quest, right? We're going back to...
Yeah,
You still have to turn in the quest.
Turn
you
in,
you
yeah.
haven't actually received your reward for
Right,
the quest.
but we go there and turn it in. That's where, back
Well,
to where
that's
we
where my
started.
retainer went.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
would. Eventually, you have to go back to the guild if you want your money.
Right.
Oh
And
yeah.
the
Oh,
guild-
so we sent the note with his retainer with the
Yeah.
bodies, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You
We sent the note?
Mm-hmm.
I
I
thought we
gave
just...
my retainer everything and was like, hey, go turn this in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't remember that.
Okay.
Good to know. So your retainer at one point will just be 100 gold richer until he meets up with you guys.
Sorry, where was the guild?
Where was the guild? It was between the hours of 3 and 4.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And we had to go in the opposite direction.
Yeah. We're
Which is why I sent the retainer. So that we didn't have to backtrack
mhm.
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
go.
okay.
So it would probably be about an hour's walk. I have like specific dimensions of the city, but honestly, I don't know how long it would take, legit, like real life. So we're just gonna call it an hour's walk
Okay.
to get to the church, if that's where you guys want to go.
Yep.
Do you guys want to do anything while you're walking? Dole out anything? I believe, Rhiannon, I believe you have all of the stuff you guys found, except for the crown, which Aberforth currently has. If you guys don't want to do anything, we can just skip straight to the church, though.
I think. Well, should we ask the church also about the crown, or do we? Do we know what it is? Did we cast anything on it to?
So far, you guys don't know what the crown is. The
Okay.
only information you have, which I don't remember if you shared or not. No, you did.
I did.
You did. Is that it's magical and it's got transmutation
Okay.
properties. But beyond that, and you've seen, although I don't know if you guys would connect this or not, but you've seen that Aberforth's eyes, having been the only one to touch the crown, are not the original color that they were. Serana saw that. I don't
Okay.
know if the rest of you have.
Did you relay that information to us?
Yeah, I said something
Okay.
about it.
Yeah, they had like a small conversation about it.
I think so. We think that this crown is connected somehow to the god of Tic. I think we should inquire more about that before we tell anybody that we have this.
Okay.
Is what I think.
Agreed.
I don't want. Yeah.
So
We'll
don't
see.
say
We'll
anything
see
to
how
the
it
church.
goes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. As you guys get closer to the church, we'll say. So, as you guys were walking, you're going towards the inner city. At one point, you notice a pretty clear line that's in the. You know, if you look to your left and your right, it's kind of in the shape of a circle. It's just going around the obvious marking of the original city. You also notice about, I believe, I actually have this in notes. I have too many notes. Definitely put that in there. There you guys. Here we are. About every 60 feet going around that line, there's an ornate clock set into the ground. I would say you'd probably be close enough to at least one of those, just to see it's sitting there on the ground.
This is around the church.
This is as you're crossing into the original city.
Okay.
I would say maybe another 10 minutes, and you start to approach the church, and beyond the church, you can see just the little tip of the large-looking tower in the center of the city. Let me get back to the church thing, because I have an intro for it.
Does it seem like a lot of people are going in and out of the church?
I would say that it's not extremely busy at this time. It's you see a patron or two walk in and out, but right now it's just the normal, like, someone wants to come and pay their respects to the gods. Not like a service or anything happening currently. All right. Unlike most of the churches you've been in, this church is round and perfectly centered between the line that separates hour 1 and 12. So right there. I meant to change that. It's at the hour of 12. Ignore the hour 1 thing. The doors face towards the ancient clock that stands barely visible within the view of the church itself. Do you guys enter?
Yeah.
Wait, didn't you say that the church is
Yeah, that's why I said ignore the hour 1 thing. So it's right, if you're looking at a clock, it's right there on the 12. Ding.
Oh, I thought you said it was in the lines between each hour. So it would be in between. Or is it in the middle of each hour?
I can show you. I'm working on an actual map for you guys, but I have not actually made a lot of progress. So instead,
You had 2 weeks.
I'll just show you a clock. It's right on the 12. That line, that would be a 12. On the
Okay,
clock.
so it's in the middle
Yeah,
of each hour.
yeah. So like.
Yeah. No, I got you. I just thought you
right
said
there.
it was.
Yeah, I think I had messed that up in my notes, and
Okay.
I just sorry about that. All right, so as you guys enter, the doors face the ancient clock tower. I already said that. You enter and see chairs and curved pews arranged in a circle around a small rise in the center of the room. The only non-symmetric thing are the entry doors. 2 split doors on each side of the dividing line. And the window in what would be the 6 o'clock of the room. As you look through the window, you notice the stained glass around the center shows the hours, but on the outside of the clock. That's because the center is clear, except for the center with 2 hands extended towards 12 o'clock, representing the fact that this is the 12 o'clock church. Beyond the clear glass, you can see the ancient clock tower just on the edge of vision.
You said the doors are not symmetrical.
So the only thing in the interior of the church that wouldn't be considered symmetrical is the fact that there are doors at the
Oh, there's only doors on one side.
Yes.
Okay.
and then the window on the opposing side.
Sounds like a fire hazard.
Yeah, this is ancient times. We don't have building codes.
There were a lot more fires too, weren't there?
That's true.
What did I mean? Alright, so you guys are inside the church. What do you do?
Burn it down. Look for the holiest guy marrying this. At least somebody dressed in like some kind of priest or cleric robes.
You know, I thought of just about everything, but I didn't think of what the priest would look like.
Wow.
Like what his apparel would be.
Just keep it generic.
Yeah.
I just want to look around and see if there's anything representing the crown that we found.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
I'd like to sit in the back and just read the book of gods that we have.
Okay.
Scour through.
That's good. So investigation check. And
That's a 9. for
on
me.
top of that, roll an intelligence check.
I don't see shit.
Just generic. You don't see anything that looks crown-like in this church.
8 on investigation.
8?
Yeah.
Oof.
And 13 on intelligence.
Remember how you guys were all like, "Man, my stats are great. This is gonna be a breeze campaign." All right, I'll get back to you. We're gonna say it's gonna take you a minute.
Excuse me,
That's
ma'am.
fine.
We'll come back to you.
She wants to play. She wants to play D&D.
All right, so you see,
Real
after
names.
standing here for a minute or so, looking around, you see an orc that walks around, has been walking around, just chatting with this patron and that. I would say you could probably reason that that's most likely a priest or at least someone of the church.
Okay.
Did she steal your tree? Go get your tree.
I'm gonna go
They
ahead
each
and
have one.
Yeah, I think she lost hers. So she
Was
stole
she
the
gonna give
meters.
them those treats?
I did.
Oh,
That's why we didn't hear
Yeah.
from them for a while.
I think Nut just lost hers, so she just took Lumina's.
that sounds about right. All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask that priest. So what is this god Tic all about?
Okay, so he stops. I assume it's not just you. I mean, I know that Day is sitting down reading books. Are the rest of you just joining in on the conversation?
Yeah, I'm actually. You know what? I'm gonna pull that book out of his hand, and be like, "Have you seen this before?"
You're gonna flip to the page with it.
Yeah.
I am listening in on this conversation.
All right. You guys approach. Matthew is here.
You said the
Yeah.
garage is open, right?
Yeah, it is. So you can just walk right up. I'm gonna wait a second for Matthew to pop up.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
good.
Did he text? I'm sorry.
This will be good. Yeah, he just arrived.
Did I learn anything from my short time of reading that book?
Probably not. Honestly, I would say you got through.
I read the title.
You opened the page and you were like, "Oh, that's cool." And
And I just fooled.
It's like, all right, what's this God's? Oh, okay.
What is this about? What's going on?
Don't worry, man.
Ooh.
Come here.
Don't worry, man, like
Oh, I didn't realize this whole thing.
Hey.
Small, tiny intermission,
that.
complete with dog barks.
Sorry about being so late.
That's all right. That's all right. The phone call idea was a good one. Hopefully, you were able to hear us well enough.
Yeah, alright.
No.
That's actually.
I don't think you need the chair unless you just want it.
Yeah, I wasn't sure, so I wanted to make sure I brought one.
No, it's a good idea. We're working on
Getting
replacing the chairs that we lost.
them. Oh, you guys seen any chairs? Our chairs are lost.
I know, you made me
I
bring
swear.
my chair.
They're somewhere around here.
All right. Jump back in. All right. So you are asking the
Wait.
priest.
Should we- Oh yeah, here's this.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Literally just asked that.
You guys are asking the priest about the god Toc.
Tick.
Tic. He says, "Oh, I guess you guys haven't. Are you new? Are you new to the Citadel?"
Yes.
Yeah, I'm new.
Come. And he leads you over to a pew. If you guys want to sit, you can. He's gonna sit. He's old. He's an older orc. You can see the lines on his face.
I don't feel like climbing.
I feel like climbing up the pew.
It's okay, I'll give you uppies.
Are you inquiring of just Tic, or do you want to know of Tic and Toc?
Well, I didn't know they came in a pair, but go ahead.
All right, I will tell you the story of our god. Once, before the calamity, before the formation of the great city of time known as the Clockwork Citadel, there were two brothers, though calling gods brothers feels like a trivialization. One brother preferred to go fast, and the other brother preferred to go slow. The latter brother spent his days attempting to find a way to create a space where the two could live copacetically. These days, my thing jumped, sorry. These days, time was a maelstrom. No organization, no uniform. Tic would spend his days traveling and returning. Over and over again, he reported new findings to his brother Toc. Toc would spend his days thinking about the findings his brother had reported the day prior. On and on this went, until one day an idea struck Toc. Why should time be a weird soup? Everything else seems to have uniformity, a shape to it. Time should as well. Time, at least in this plane of existence, should be a circle, and constantly moving forward instead of swirling and mixing at random. He told this idea to Tic that night, explaining that if he, Toc, controlled the slow spots of time, and Tic controlled the fast, they could live in harmony, unifying time while continuing to do what each in turn loves to do. This eventually led to the creation of the first clock and uniform time, at least on this plane. It was born. Now the clock is just a symbol of their power, something to present a physical representation of what the brothers achieved together every day. The legend has it that this city's clock is special and holds a tangible seed of each brother's soul. We of the church can feel their presence with every tick of the minute hand and toc of the hour hand. When the two come together at the top of the hour, you can sometimes hear their voices come together in harmony. And that's the story of our God.
And that's what was in that book.
The book had a brief overview of the god Tic,
Okay, just
and
a little
some of his motivations. That's the page it was open to. It has many gods. It's a book of many gods.
Okay.
You
I'm
guys
gonna
just
read that
haven't
book.
looked through it to see what the rest of the gods are.
Gotcha.
Although you've tried.
I'll read it. I swear. I swear I'm going to be able to read it.
All right.
So it's almost the top of the hour at this point.
Did not mean to do that.
You seriously lose your tree.
Almost the top of the hour. At this point, I would say it's getting closer to 6. If you get started at 4:30, it took you an hour to get there.
Okay.
Plus
Okay.
talking and whatnot.
I'm gonna try and hear their voices at the top of the hour.
How did I say that? Because I want to make sure I've got continuality properly. So 6 o'clock comes, and you don't hear anything. You feel free to ask about that if you want, but you listen, and there's no, other than the sounds that were already present, there's nothing out of the ordinary.
Can I ask is there anything, ask the priest if there's anything, are these gods connected with spiders at all?
Quickly, he says no. He says no, there's no connect, they only deal with time.
Quickly?
Yeah,
Like suspiciously quickly?
like maybe roll an insight check. If
The
you
other
feel
one
like
that
you're
had
checking.
sounded suspicious.
So
19.
19.
Nice.
It does seem a bit weird how fast he is to jump on shutting that down.
Aberforth will ask, is there any reason someone would associate these gods with spiders? Even if they are wrong?
He says there are some old legends that have been essentially forgotten at this point. Falsehoods, nothing with realism in them. And you can tell just a little bit, especially you with your 19, you can tell he's also trying to move past the topic a little bit.
What about does this story have anything to do with crowns? Is there anything to do with with crowns with this lore of Tic and Toc?
That one he says no to as well. However, he seems a little more genuine on this one. Like, crowns, what would that have to do with the gods of time?
Were there gems on the crown?
Yes, wasn't it?
There's 8 red,
8
ruby, red
What about
gems.
rubies?
No, just time and clocks and hands. That's
Are there any statues inside?
There are statues. There are so there's those clocks that are every 60 feet or so around the outer edge, and every once in a while within the inner ring that you're allowed to go into, because remember there's danger further in. You can see it's not necessarily a statue, although at this point it kind of looks like one. You see auto gnomes just frozen, not moving, just standing there looking like they had a task they were doing, like some of them almost mid-stride, just statuesque.
After that conversation, I'm just walking around taking a look at the statues.
None of them would be inside the church. They would just be outside.
I'm gonna ask about that. I'm gonna ask them, what is up with these? They're metallic, I guess.
Yeah. They're so I don't know if you would know that. Never mind. I have a 4th might. So if you want to share this information, you could. When he asks, autonomes are a race that generally, as far as you've seen, are on the astral plane, not so much the material plane. So the ones here just being frozen is a little odd for you.
I wouldn't know anything.
I wouldn't think you would. I don't think you spent much time off the material plane.
Right, but they're gnomes, right?
They're metallic gnomes. They're like almost like the Warforged that you
Right.
saw at the opening, except for they have a little bit of a different overall design. They're a little more, I would say, golden looking.
Okay.
Although these might be a bit rusted as they haven't moved in a bit.
Yeah, he will probably let you know. Yeah, these look like autonomes, which I did not expect to find here, but
I don't know. Would I even know what an autonome is?
I would say that you would just, being the military of the city, you would just know of their existence as the statues that surround the city. But I don't think you would know specifically what the race itself is.
Okay.
You would just be like, yeah, those are the statues around the inner city.
Okay.
It's more of a forgotten thing at this point.
Gotcha.
Quit it.
sorry,
I think she's trying to eat your shoe.
Aberforth will ask about them. So what is the deal with
She was
these
trying to eat
autonomes?
it.
Do they move? Are they just statues? Were these alive at one point?
Legend has it that they used to take care of the inner clock tower, but they haven't moved in so long. Very few would know their true origin. I certainly wouldn't. You would have to talk to someone more with a longer lifespan than I.
Oh, well, do you guys have a library of sorts or somewhere I could maybe look through some of your texts?
There are give me 1 second. I would say no.
Okay.
No, that's not something you would know. There is a library, I just need to make sure I give you the right information. got so much.
Nice. What you doing?
Search.
What you doing? You want your toy? Oh god, I had something to go.
Awesome. Alright, I don't actually have a location for that, so we're just gonna make it up.
Yeah, it's right behind the church.
Yeah, wouldn't that be convenient?
Right through this door.
I don't think I have too much there. Okay, so we're gonna say there's a fairly recent opening within the last year or two of the Library of the Cobalt Soul over in Hour 8. They might have some information on it. That's kind of their deal, is gathering information. But beyond that, I'm not sure where you would go to find ancient histories, like what I believe you're looking into.
Okay.
Would I happen to have any information on that? Or at least remember?
I would
something?
say you'd probably remember being told that one was opening in this area, but you're fairly new to town. You wouldn't have known specifically where or anything.
Can I investigate the outer gnomes or anything?
Yeah, if you guys wanna go outside and go
I'll check them out.
go look at the outer
I'll go with
rooms.
I'm gonna tip one over.
It
I
is.
can.
It is very well frozen place. It almost looks like its footstep is in the ground slightly.
Mhm.
Like it's locked in place. So
So how much shake it? Anything happen?
it doesn't move. It's it just stands there. Right, this one is standing there. It looks like it has like a small hammer in its hand, like a little metal rod with the two like a tinker's hammer. And it looks like it was heading northward, but beyond that, it's just like it's frozen in time, like movement.
Any place looks like I can insert a gem.
No, it's it just looks like a humanoid. Well, I mean, a metallic humanoid just on its way to do a task.
Okay. I was gonna be like, I think we should head back and just get our next quest.
There
What do
are
you guys think?
there are a few spots on it that look like they've been touched a lot. You know how like people walk by and touch metal and it wears away. But beyond that, there's nothing.
Okay.
As a barbarian, I'm just like, I don't care anymore.
Aberforth, how are you feeling? Are you still feeling okay?
Am I?
Aberforth's
You
eyes
don't
still weird?
feel anything out of the ordinary. Your eyes are still darker black, but beyond that, I mean, you don't even notice that. You have actually go ahead and roll a perception check for me. Like a pre what is it? Where you go back in time?
Did the priest follow us around, or is he?
As soon as you guys stopped asking him questions, he started moving on to other patrons to check on them. And he was like, if you guys need anything else, just let me know. I'll there's.
And I gave you back the book. You got the book.
Should we
17.
17. So this is kind of a backwards perception check. There's a word I'm missing, but whatever. As you were walking towards the church, in the church, just generally throughout the day since leaving Struess's house, you've noticed that you are more easily able to spot spiders. You just see them. Like if there's a spider in the corner, you're just like, huh, I don't think I would have noticed that before. But beyond that, nothing feels too odd, and you would really have to think about it to know, to like
No hunger for human flesh.
No, just an increase in spider activity, or you noticing spider activity, really.
Okay. And so I notice some anywhere near the autognome itself?
No. Currently, you don't notice any on the autognome. It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so we'll say you notice the remnants of some webs, like on the arm. Like maybe a spider built its nest there, but you know, children or whatever came by. So you know, things happen.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, should we... So it took us how long to walk?
Like an hour.
How long to walk,
It would be
It was
about a 3-hour
3
walk
hours.
to get back towards the adventuring guild. Maybe a 3.5 because you went a little out of your way to get to the church.
Right.
Do we have to go back to the Venturing Guild since he sent his
You do if you want to try to take on a new quest. If you're just looking to pick up your reward, his guy should eventually meet up with you guys. Of course, you didn't really tell him where to meet up with you guys, so you might have to wander around for a minute.
Okay, that's good.
You don't have like a tracker, some sort of magical tracker.
No,
way to
he's
call
just a
him.
normal. Think of him like a butler. He got told to do a task. He went to do the task. I'm gonna say,
Well-
at least for a little while, he's just gonna chill at the guild, thinking you guys are gonna show up.
Okay.
And
I mean,
eventually,
yeah,
he'll try to
I
figure out where
think-
you're at.
Go back to the guild.
Yeah, I think it's let's just keep an eye on this, you know,
Well, I
change
guess you would have
going
heard
on,
that we were
but
going to the church.
Yes. He probably would have. But did you tell him to meet you at the church, or do you just want him to meet you at the guild? Because
We'll just meet him at
there's
the
definitely a
church.
possibility you
Meet him
guys
at the
pass
guild.
like ships in the night.
Oh boy, he's got our money too. Okay. Yes. I don't know what you guys are gonna head back to the guild.
is there somewhere that we could like stay the night there? Do they have like lodging or something?
So there are 3 actual inns. The rest of it's just bars in the city, which are the ones I sort of told you about last time, but I'll refresh your memory.
There's only 3 inns.
It's not a huge visitor city until recently. So they're working on it.
Right, but so is the guild?
The guild would not have an inn.
Excuse me. Thank you.
But they don't have like, you know, they pulled all these people from all over the place into the city. Are they not?
Not yet. Maybe working on it. Maybe. But currently, no.
Well, we should head back to the guild, I think.
Yeah.
Let's start heading back.
But I guess.
Where the fuck did I say the guild was?
It's 3
3
o'clock.
o'clock.
Yeah, you're right. Sweet. Okay. I thought I planned that out pretty well. Sweet. Alright, so you guys are heading back to the guild. Do you want to do anything on the way there? Any role play? Anything?
Play some soft music for the church.
I'll continue trying to read that book.
A little bit of coin for your witcher.
Walk and read. Roll the same 2 checks again. Maybe this time you won't get interrupted.
And we're using this time. What was it? Wasn't it investigation and intelligence?
Investigation, just general intelligence.
Alright, that's a 10 on investigation. Better.
Can you roll above?
Nat 20 on
Hey!
intelligence.
Alright, so it's gonna take you basically most of the way to get back to the guild, but when you get close to the guild, I'll say something. Do you guys want to do anything in that interim while you're walking?
No, we can't afford horses yet, so I don't have much else to do.
Is there anything you want to cast? Any spells, ritual spells you guys want to cast? Did we do a ritual spell on the crown? I can't remember if we did.
Identify.
Did we? Okay.
Yeah, the detect magic.
Oh, that
We
take
did,
magic.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it was a take magic, it wasn't identified.
Did that include the rubies too?
That's part of the crown. They're inlaid in the crown, so.
Alright, good. Okay, yeah, I'm good then.
Alright. As you get close to the guild, and you're flipping through the books, you're reading Paylor, Raven Queen, Loth the Spider Queen pops into your head. This is where that nat 20 comes in, because you recognize this might have something to do with something. This page is covered in webs, too, strangely. It tells you about Loth the Spider Queen and her banishment. It also tells you that she left some artifacts behind that could have bits of her power in them.
How do you spell that?
Loth, L-O-T-H.
I'll share this information with the party.
As you're reading that page, and as I said, it catches your interest, so you pay even more attention to this page than maybe some of the other ones. You see, it says Loth was banished somewhere on the mortal plane, and therefore her influence is not fully gone, and she has spies throughout. If you want an actual transcript of that page, you're gonna have to wait, because otherwise I should type that shit out.
I will take a transcript later. Yeah.
But I could come up with something for you.
No.
So we have Loth the Spider Queen involved in all this.
But she didn't choose a goddess.
Yes, she is a goddess, generally referred to as one of the wicked or evil gods.
Does it say
What?
how she or why she was banished?
It does not go into detail on that, but it does look like the page is a bit worn, like it's gone over a few times, and you see a few scribbled notes, although you can't read them. They're within, what is the word when someone writes something in a code?
Shorthand.
Shorthand. Yeah.
I don't think shorthand's the word I'm looking for, but it works.
I mean, yeah, it's what doctors use. One word is just a little scribble.
Yeah, you can't pick it up, but somebody obviously spent a little time on this page.
Interesting. That is my toe.
Was it like a code, maybe, or like a cipher?
Cipher, that's the word I'm looking for.
Cipher.
Some type of cipher. It's definitely not in a language, at least as far as you know, it's not a language you would recognize.
How do you know what languages I recognize?
Because I'm saying it's not a language you would recognize.
Are you sure? I know 4.
That is a lot of languages to use for
Yes,
such a
I'm
low level character.
surprised.
I may be able to get some help with deciphering it.
Does anybody have comprehend languages? Spell? No.
I don't want to make this up right now.
This is your fault. You wanted to be the end.
All right, fuck it. Do you want to use that spell? And if you do, you're gonna have to mark it off. Just remember that.
Right. How
I
many?
can potentially
do you,
get help to
Can
where
you
we
has he
don't
used?
need-
Do you have spell slots left?
Yeah.
Unless you can ritual.
All I used was cantrips during that fight.
I
Do you have
may be-
anything
Is detect magic a
prepared?
cantrip?
I may be able to
I
get
mean,
help.
I can.
Or do you want me to wait then?
That's up to you. That's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you what to do.
I'll wait,
All right.
just in case.
I mean, if let's get on those next mission. I mean, none of this is relevant to us now, actually.
Yeah. Fine, I'll use it.
I'll wait 30 seconds later. I'm ready.
What does it say?
You can cast it as a ritual. You don't have to burn a spell slot.
How
Yeah.
long does it take you to cast it as a ritual?
10 minutes.
And what are the components?
Components, a pinch of soot and salt.
Okay. Yeah, I would say you wouldn't even. I was gonna, if it's like drawing something like this or something, maybe you just stop. But I think you could probably manage that while walking. You see the text at the top right of the page say imprisoned question mark below.
Imprisoned below? Question mark?
And you see the bottom put there's it says clock tower and need info. And that's all it is. It's not a lot of notes, it's just a little bit of scribbling. Try to organize one's thoughts.
Someone's looking for this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so needy.
I had a rough idea of what I wanted to say. I have a rough idea of everything. It's just making it come together.
Do you?
Alright, so you guys, at this point, you relay the information, as you said. I would say at this point you guys are approaching the guild, and your retainer approaches and says, Master Troth, here's the reward that you received when I gave them the note. And is there anything else you would like me to do?
Thanks, Trelawney. I think we're good right now.
All right, I'll just be around if you need it.
Cool.
So, you have 100 gold. You have 120 gold technically. If you guys would like to disperse that.
Is that 24 gold each total?
So
Wait,
in total,
120? It's 120 gold?
120 from
How many?
turning in the class.
Yeah,
but
24.
You also negotiated an extra
24
20
gold each.
by disposing of the bodies.
Wait, it was 120, yeah?
Yeah. 24 gold each, yeah.
Add that to my-
And then you also have 2 potions, a crown, and a robe. I believe that's all of the things you guys got and or found during this. So feel free to disperse that as you will.
I'm keeping that.
Oh, and a book.
He has the robe in the book. He has the crown and I have the potion.
Yeah.
One of the potions too.
She took both potions. I don't know if she's giving you one or not.
Okay.
That's up to her. Well, it's up to all of you, I suppose.
No, you can have, give it to the weakest characters. The squishiest characters.
The most punchable character.
Yes.
What's everyone's hit points?
I can tell you that if you want. I've got them up. If you guys don't mind.
I have, my total hit
Well,
points
not
is
you,
27.
okay.
I'm at 20 right now.
So that would all be 22.
Mine's 20.
What was Brandon's?
19.
19.
Yeah, he's the squishiest.
There you go.
Excuse you. I may be squishy, but you're still puntable.
There you go.
So are you giving him one of those potions? Or are you just going to keep them both?
We'll just play,
Okay.
if nobody is asking me for them, I can.
Alright, so
Some
we want to take
people-
on this other quest?
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do till we.
Wait, did he say there's another quest?
Yeah, there is one more for us.
There was one more when you originally went.
So I
Um,
guess we should go and talk to her because maybe somebody took it.
Or maybe there's
We
a
shouldn't
quest.
assume,
Yeah, there could be
right?
another quest, that's true.
So we'll look for Trenta.
Yep.
Aberforth will take the time to, I guess, make the connection out loud of like the 8 gems on this crown with the Spider Queen. Could be like 8 legs or 8 eyes. I don't know if anyone has anything for that, but I think it is interesting.
How many Ottomans were there at the church?
Near the church, there was only the one. by Dodd having lived here before, you would know that they're kind of interspersed throughout the inner city. Just a few at each hour, just all around.
Would they all, I mean, what I know at this point, all these automatons at each hour, would they be all facing the same direction?
No, they're all seemingly doing various tasks.
Okay.
So, a few of them will be facing the same direction, but they're all in different poses or like just whatever they were doing, they were all doing something else.
Okay.
Maybe not all of them, there's always going to be a few of the same task.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so you guys go in, find Trenta. Who's got the best perception? It looks like Day and Aberforth. Roll a perception check.
I forgot that I'm wearing makeup.
No.
Because I forgot I was
22.
16.
Okay, both of you, it's not a hard DC on this one. Both of you notice as you walk in a wall, on the wall, because you guys haven't actually been into the Adventurers Guild at this point.
Okay.
So as you walk in, you notice on the wall there is a board that says active adventures. Active adventuring parties. And it lists a few of the adventuring parties. You see the coin makers, you see the Mirage, you see Heavy D, Heck Razors, Natura, Aegis, and a few others just off the top of.
Oh yeah, we don't have a name yet.
And you see below that a couple of TBDs. You got TBD1, TBD2.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are not the only ones that have yet to come up with a name.
I'm sorry, but I don't see a problem with Serona and her adventures.
I was also thinking Aberforth and the Strixleys, but
I was leaning towards the gnome hunters.
The gnome hunters.
I'm not looking at her. I know she's staring at me.
That's dudes.
Dodds dudes.
I was thinking Trots lackeys.
the retainers.
The retainers.
The retainers.
The day lightwalkers.
There you go.
That's kind of fun. As you guys approach Trenta, she just finishes up with another group of people, and she says, "Oh, you guys, did you complete your quest?" Again, not putting the name to the letter.
Yes, you talked to my retainer.
Thank you. I was waiting for someone to respond. Real quick, there are goldfish and some type of weird Cheeto popcorn that I got. If you guys want either of those,
Interesting.
Cheeto popcorn is delicious. You shut your mouth.
The
I
cinnamon.
think you would like it.
It's the spicy one.
Yeah.
It's spicy, but it's like flaming hot cinnamon sugar.
Whoa.
What?
Right.
It was given to me by one of the vendors. Like, here, try
Interesting.
this. So.
Gross.
Yeah. I'll have to
Just
try
like the
it, but I'm
regular
not. I
Cheeto.
don't have my hopes up.
That too. You guys approach. She says, "Oh yes, okay, I remember. With having completed that quest, you officially can become to which for confirmation, of course."
Why would we come back if we didn't want to?
I like that it's the gnome that's giving sass.
With that, she says, "All right, I'll just need you to fill these out. Brandon, would you lift up the map and grab those papers?"
No.
I hate you.
Did this come with a health and dental plan? 401k?
And pass one of those out to each adventurer.
Oh my god, your printer needs work.
That's Aaron's, but actually I think it fits the theme of the world. I guess you
Here,
can print out an extra.
one for the DM.
It's just your basic liability waiver. Feel free to look it over.
Where is this?
I
I'm
just-
trying
supposed-
so hard.
Is there supposed to be a word here? Oh.
No, his printer is just not great.
Like it's the Order of Epoch again.
If you'd like, I can also read. I'll get it on my phone.
I guess this is the point. We have to determine what our name is.
Well, if you look at the very bottom, it says TBD if undecided.
Do we have a number? Are we TBD? Have we even assigned a number?
I would say if you choose TBD, you'll be TBD4 at the moment.
Okay. Well, I mean, because if we're on the board, you see, right? Oh, I see.
Doing.
Are we supposed to assign these?
If you want, I just thought it would be fun to have something physical.
Screw you, I already signed it.
Did you sign it as you or as Dan?
Yes, and it struggles so hard to remember cursive for something that wasn't my own name.
Would anyone
Leave it.
would anyone like to read that out loud for the non-existent audience that we currently have?
Sure. Do you want me to include all the letters that are missing?
I would prefer you skip those and just read it as. No, I'm kidding. That would be interesting though.
No, you're gonna have to read it.
All right. It's a bit rough. It's a liability waiver for the Order of Epoch. It says, "I of sound mind forward from the Order of Epoch shall be completed expressly or within the designated timeline." I understand that any quest taken, I take with full knowledge that the Order of Epoch is not responsible for any outcome, desirable or not, beyond what is agreed to at quest acceptance. I understand that any quests taken from outside sources have nothing to do with the Order of Epoch, and therefore absolves them of any responsibility. I understand that this is not a non-compete, nor a non-disclosure, and I may act as I desire outside of my duties to the Order of Epoch. Signature, written name, name of party.
We'll ask, so what is the, I guess, consequence of failure?
Possibly death, depending on the quest. Not getting the reward. There's not really a downside to failing. Now, if you fail multiple in a row and keep coming back to us, you might have less priority.
Fair.
I wrote it as sloppily as possible, since he probably doesn't know how to write really well. Jesus Christ.
Let's see.
I imagine he holds his pen like this.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I didn't even notice that. That's funny.
So much. All that hair.
Oh, sorry. I got.
Yeah, it's not pens and
right here.
pencils.
Where did I put the?
Never mind. We're good.
Cool. It's funny. However, seeing as there's not going to be a consensus, we're going to go with TBD until there is a consensus.
It's a row. Not Serrano.
You enjoying your drink?
I didn't actually look at these very well last night. They are a little hard to read. Sorry about that.
I hand mine in. It has a signature with my family crest. Can't remember exactly how I said.
It doesn't really matter. That was last. Those will change as we go.
Got it.
Because that's just initiative order. Alright, so we're doing that updated. Feel free to come and let me know.
I'm pretty sure we will end up with Tross lackeys, but you know, we'll workshop it.
Are you looking to begin another quest today?
Yes.
We do have a few that have come in. Yes? Alright.
Probably
What
take
are
one
they?
tonight and work on it tomorrow.
Yeah.
So far we have, right now we have 3 quests available. A body part, we actually assigned that to a different adventuring crew.
What happened?
So in my notes I had, yeah, here we are. A bank teller had gone missing. The authorities, but after a full inventory of bank funds was undergone, they found a bloody while the guild was informed. The update is we sent an adventuring party in to investigate. They arrived, one of the party reappeared in the bank lobby.
Jeez.
And they whispered one word to the person who was nearest to them, mimic. The quest has been updated and labeled as dangerous, and the bank is shut down until this is resolved. Each day that passes, the reward will rise, but I gotta be honest, if it's a mimic, it probably will procreate the longer this goes.
Oh yeah.
The original gold value was 80, but we've upped it to 140 at the moment.
140.
There are 2 other quests if you'd like to hear about them.
Yes.
Yes.
Do they pay more than this one?
That is up to you to decide.
Excuse me.
Do we pay more?
If you pay us more, we get to decide this?
That is up to you to decide. You'll see what I mean after I read you this quest. The next quest that was turned in fairly. It's a pickup and escort of an unknown number of horses for selling later. You'll meet a contact in the town of Fent, it sounds like. Although, just in case they have more information. The reward for this one is 5 to 25 gold per head, depending on the quality and condition of each horse, with bonus possible.
How many horses we're escorting?
An unknown number.
It's 2
So
horses.
it's a gamble.
Yeah. So we could end up making between 10 to 50 gold
You could,
with what
you
bonuses
could
if it's
be,
2.
if it's 2,
Yeah.
you could also. Weapons from us to the shopkeeper named Zorak in hour 6. The reward is 120 gold, or 60 gold and 1 magical item, or 1 magical item of greater value at Zorak's discretion.
Where's the bank?
The bank is in 5. Quest is in.
Let's take 2
I
at
agree.
a time.
Still, you've proven yourself a little more. They're probably gonna win.
Five. After the first
we
half
have so many
finishes hour
adventures,
6.
unless we split into 2, I don't think they'll let us do that.
That's true.
Bear in mind as well that it is currently red.
What if
Man,
we
if
send a
take
retainer?
2, if we take 2, you get to take 2 off of the board. The mimic situation, you probably will not have to worry about 2 birds with 1 stone.
Admittedly, I did not expect you guys to try to take multiple.
So what were you saying again? What was it?
I was basically just saying, like, we will be able to take 2 birds with 1 stone. We get rid of the mimics, which will increase the more that you wait on this happening, and we're helping you out by getting the weapons from one place to the other on the way.
Back to the mimic just in case, because
Yeah.
I would be tempted to use that magical
Yeah.
weapon on a mimic.
Alright, roll a perception check. All seem to be gung ho for it. I'll give you advantage. A bit high though.
24.
Alright, well I set it at 21.
Okay, how's that?
We have audio again, so you can mute everybody while we're.
For real this time?
Hopefully. We fixed it. If it stays fixed, that's up to it. So we're back. You guys all wake up from your long rest. Rested, leveled. The crown's still on your head. The dragon that you now have, which I did not actually send you the sheets for, but I will do in a second.
Hey, pause now. Pause.
What do you guys all do?
I will walk down. Well, where is everyone? Are you in your
We're all in our
room?
rooms, I guess.
You're in your room?
So let's go meet.
I'm still in the bars chilling.
Oh yeah.
Has
Where
anything
are you?
changed for me over the night with the crown?
Nothing you know of.
Ooh, like a boy.
No shit.
Are you downstairs?
I'm coming downstairs.
We're all coming down to meet with my dragon.
Yeah, you with the dragon, me with my hood up
Baby
covered.
I'm gonna walk in and
So
be like,
they-
what the fuck is this dragon doing here? And why do you got a crown on your black crown on your head?
I wanted to see what it did.
You're like, hey, I just let you borrow that. I wasn't trying to let you make it part of your body.
Okay, so those are the three. Got it. I don't know how this is gonna translate over Messenger, so if it's really fucking weird, I can put it in its own document and just share the document with you.
Okay, you failed.
That's actually not too bad. Alright, so everyone comes downstairs. You will need. It's a whole character sheet, okay? You'll probably need to take it somewhere that's not Messenger at one point.
Yeah. But this is him at level 1?
Mm-hmm.
Or does he level up?
He has 3 stages.
Okay.
So he is. I haven't named the second stage. So most of these stats are what you would have in your own thing. Once you hit a certain level in your class, it levels up
Okay.
to a bigger dragon. All I did was change a few of the details.
Okay.
There's a couple like extra details in it, but otherwise it's basically the same as what would be in your app.
Okay.
And then maybe some of the stats are slightly different.
Also, are we doing optional class features?
But optional class features.
Mm-hmm.
To what do you mean?
So like Tasha's has one for steadying, and like the one for like monk weapons is also a Tasha's one. But just like an optional feature, like this one said, you aim as a bonus action, you give yourself advantage on your next attack roll on the current turn. You can use this bonus action only if you haven't moved during this turn, and after you use the bonus action, your speed is 0 to the end of the current turn. Just like little extra features for your class that are just class specific.
If there's a reason for your character to have it, I don't see why not.
Okay.
Like if it's like suddenly you're good with firearms and there's no reason for you to be good with firearms, that might be weird. But when I told you to create your characters, I told you to check all the marks. Optional class features was one of those marks.
Just making sure.
So everyone comes down. You're meeting, we're going to say, in the lobby. Does anyone want to get breakfast? They do offer breakfast at the bar.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
5 coppers again? Yeah.
Yeah.
Offer to pay for everyone since I made a little money last night.
Okay.
No. Thank you.
That would be 5 times size, 25 copper, so that's a gold and 5 copper. That's silver and 5 copper.
That's fast.
Things got expensive.
Wait,
Nice.
silver's 20 coppers?
So that's 2 silvers and 5 coppers. I cannot math, apparently.
That's okay. That's what you're paying for.
The same.
Wait, what? Sorry, I just was looking over my character sheet.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
mind me.
The same tabaxi is still at the bar. Looks like she's probably pretty tired, so you assume she's probably getting near the end of her shift. She calls back the breakfast orders, and after a few minutes, it comes out. It's eggs, some light fluffy discs, which are just pancakes, tiny pancakes, little pancakes, and a little bit of bacon or ham, depending on what you order.
Yummy.
You guys eat up. You're well sustanced. And do you give any to your dragon?
Yeah.
Alright, the dragon happily snaps that up. You guys all notice that she has a dragon. It's small, but nonetheless, it's very obviously a dragon. Its wings are folded back, so they're not quite usable yet, just so you know. It cannot fly. It's like a baby bird.
Yeah, also noticing the crown.
One thing at a time, okay?
When you guys look at Aberforth, nope. Your eyes are still black, by the way.
Nice.
When you guys look at Day, you notice a few things. One, he has the crown on, very obvious. 2, his eyes are now black. 3, he has 2 sets of eyes.
What?
2 sets of eyes?
2 sets of eyes.
How did I not notice this waking up when I had 2 eyes?
There's not a mirror in your
eyes.
room. This is old times.
This is my dragon, but his wings are folded. And he's got wood speckles.
Yeah, sure. If you want.
Trelawney, take notes.
He's got 2 sets of eyes. You're not seeing out of 2 sets of eyes. So
Okay, wait, are the eyes
that's
like...
how you wouldn't notice.
Are the eyes like up top? Or are they like...
Up top.
Ugh.
Right above his eyes.
Or, like above his eyebrows? Or above his... like below his eyebrows? Like...
I like below the eyebrows.
I
do that?
don't like that
do
at
that?
all.
Would you choose?
Hey! No!
So that's a
Where's
force.
you have to
We'll,
go?
I guess look around and say, see a few things change in the night.
Oh my gosh, I actually did not do this.
So you've got a dragon closet. Something?
Little dragon.
Everybody, this is my dragon companion.
What's their name?
I haven't named him yet.
As you look at the dragon companion, it is a small black-looking dragon. It's got white speckles throughout, and hold on.
Bless you.
It's got 3 bumps above both of its eyes.
Going back,
Yeah, bump, bump, bump.
like, towards the ears. I'm picturing the dragon from How to Train Your Dragon.
Alright.
Which one?
The main one.
Toothless.
Yeah.
It's toothless.
The fucking cutest one.
The cutest one. So yeah,
That's the noise of the dragon.
Dragon sounds in the background.
that's it. Tearing into the egg you gave it.
And you did not expect this turnaround from the crown.
What do you mean? I'm just wearing a crown.
Totally normal.
You notice the spider above the bar as well.
That's weird.
Ma'am. No. I don't want you to pause on me.
This is too funny.
Oh, and he will ask Serona, do you remember the mayor's speech yesterday? And if he had a spider in his hair?
No, I didn't notice anything like that.
You're just asking Strong?
Why?
I'm just recalling that there were just a lot more spiders in this town than we may have realized the first time around.
When did you start to think that?
I think I started noticing them sometime late in the afternoon yesterday. Like we were leaving Johan. I just started noticing more spiders around. Maybe we just released a lot of spiders going into that cavern.
We did release a lot of spiders.
I mean, you did hide a lot of them.
It did hide a lot of spiders.
That's true. Johan is gonna need to put a quest in for an exterminator.
I wonder if this has anything to do with your eyes changing.
So I don't even think anyone ever told me their eyes changed.
No, she asked you if your eyes were always dark, but that was about it. Like beyond that, I don't think she specifically mentioned that they've changed other than they're just dark. So I would say it's up to you if you want to interpret dark as like they were always red, so that could be dark, or if you want to think of that as a different way. But
No, I mean, I thought they may be connected. Who knows? There's a lot of seems to be quite an interesting bit of things connected since we got here.
So now his eyes are dark. What's up?
When,
Also, wait. What's up with your eyes, bro?
What do you mean?
You have 4 eyes.
I'd like to race to find a mirror.
Or a puddle.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that mirrors are not super commonplace, so it would be difficult to find a mirror. Feel free to roll an investigation check though.
Yeah.
Is there-
Are there many people that are like looking at it weird?
I would say there's not too many people, simply because this town has so many different races in it that something a little out of the ordinary isn't gonna be a huge, like, shocking thing. I would say more people are probably looking at the small dragon lane than.
Also, what color were your eyes before?
Don't ask me things I don't remember.
Welcome to my life. I have to do that for everybody.
I haven't looked at that picture in forever, so I don't remember.
Hey, man. You just have to do this.
Not since you drew it for me.
Was that the allergies from the?
Purple with a red hue.
Yeah, okay. Your eyes are black, and there's extras.
His are a little darker than they were. His are pitch black.
Right. You, like, you, man.
His
You're
are
not
like
looking.
staring into the abyss.
Dang, you were like, you were like creepy before, but dang.
Did he find a mirror?
I don't know. What did you roll?
He
So I didn't find a mirror.
He
He didn't find
If you want to know what you look like, I'll put my hand out and I'll cast Minor Illusion
Okay.
with his exact.
Visage.
Yes.
There you go. You see what he sees.
Cool.
What is? Never mind. I don't even need to know it. So yeah, you guys eat breakfast. There apparently doesn't seem to be a lot of worry about appearance changes.
I mean, I'll ask the party if they think I should take off the crown.
By the way, are you playing Dodd?
Yeah. He's just quietly eating his breakfast. I'm definitely going to be very minorly playing Dodd, but he's just quietly eating his breakfast.
So I got 1 yes to take off the crown.
I mean, it looks like it's embedded into his head.
With try, I mean, it's better than not trying.
I wonder.
Dodd says, "Do what you want."
So neutral of you, Justin. Alright, I will attempt to take off the crown.
All right. Let me just get back to that page.
12 points of damage.
That's half my health.
You rip your scalp off.
As you try to pull off the crown, it's stuck pretty tight. Do you want to try to force it? Like you just...
Yes.
Okay.
Full strength.
No, he doesn't have to roll strength. You push up on it and feel it pulling, and as you do so, it does pull off. Your appearance does not change. However, you do take. Hold on, I got you, boo.
Do you have me?
Ooh, that sounds like a lot.
You multiple dice on that roll. I was about to roll a decent.
13 points of psychic damage.
Jesus
As
Christ.
it pulls, and your charisma.
Would you stop?
Your charisma
No.
score returns
Pause
to
down.
normal.
What?
Your charisma score returns to normal.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
You don't have advantage anymore until you put it back on.
Yeah.
You do not have to attune to it again if you want to put it back on, unless you give it to someone else.
I'm a keeper.
You mean if someone else attunes to it? Like, can we hold it?
If he gives it away, he's gonna lose his attunement. I'm kind
Because
of
I'm
home rolling that
curious.
because attunement's a little weird.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm curious if I touch it, or my eye's gonna change.
I mean, I touched it earlier and it didn't change when I
You touched
handed
it
it to me.
through a bag.
No, I still have to grab it.
Yeah, but
No,
you didn't
you just
touch
grabbed
it.
the bag.
You touched the bag. You didn't touch the.
That's why I asked the question.
It's what he was so specific.
I just know I'm going to keep this.
Hey,
If you would like to touch it, feel free.
Mine.
I don't know. I don't want black eyes.
Mine.
I'm not trying to put it on. I don't want
If my
to-
face doesn't change back soon, I'm just putting that crown back on. I don't give a shit.
So I have things that I want to do today. I think we should get this weapons out of the way.
let's go do this.
Okay.
But let us know if you guys feel weird or anything. I don't want any weird things going
I don't know,
on.
my definition of weird is a lot different than yours.
You don't know me.
Huntable little gnome.
I mean, he already feels weird. He's missing half his hit points.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys leave the bar. You're heading towards the magic place.
Yes.
All right, you guys approach a small little building, but on the front of it, it's got a hanging sign that says Zorak's Wondroporium. You walk in, And it's just a normal shop. There's a couple of items on the walls. And behind the bar, you see Aberforth. Except for his eyes are not red, or black. And you realize that it's not actually Aberforth, you're just racist. No, I'm kidding.
Good proof.
You see a Thrycreen standing there, and he does not open his mouth, but in your head you hear, "Welcome to Zorax."
Oh, I don't know if I like that. And I actually say that out loud.
By now, I would say it wouldn't be too shocking to you to hear it in your head, though, as that's primarily what Aberforth does. But
Just the smoker's voice that comes.
I'm like, it's fine when you do it. That's how it sounds. I don't know if I like that.
Seeing the Thrycreen, Aberforth will approach and speak in Thrycreen, since I don't need telepathy to do that.
okay.
Just say, hey, we are here on behalf of the Order of the Epoch. We have the weapons.
In Thrycreen, he responds to you out loud, because that's how that works, right, with you guys. And he says, "Excellent." He doesn't have quite as heavy an accent out loud, which is funny. He says, "Excellent. If you will put them on the desk or on the counter, I will sort through them and we can discuss your payment." This is a fairly easy quest, guys.
He'll reach out to Dodd and say, hey, put them on the desk and we'll work on the reward now.
Dodd puts the chest down. I think I said box earlier, but we're gonna switch to chest because it makes more sense. He puts the chest down, and Zorak opens the chest and starts to sort through the items. He's got a little pamphlet, and he's just checking them off.
Do you need the items?
No, I have them. I have them all wrote down. I have to get to that, but I have them wrote down. What? What did I say?
That you wrote them down?
What you said.
All right.
that
Well,
I
if
wrote
we're
them
getting
down.
specific, I typed them down.
Just, I have them written down, or I wrote them down.
All right.
Proper grammar, Mr. TM.
I assume, being as no one said they were going to do anything to them, all of the items are there.
Yeah.
They're all there.
Oh yeah, she warned us. She warned us
Um,
we couldn't get away with stealing them.
I mean, you could certainly try, but I don't. Yeah, you probably wouldn't. All right, he counts through them all, and he says to all of you in your voices, in your heads. All right, looks like they're all here. I believe the reward was already discussed with you. Do you have a preference on what you receive? This is where he's talking about the 120, the 60, or the bigger magic item.
I think we all agreed on the greater
Yeah.
value.
Greater value. All right. Oh, I failed to mention it earlier, but there's also a wand of smiles in here.
Wanda smiles.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me that? I could have stolen it.
Because it was like right underneath the bracers of shield, and so I just thought it was part of the description. I put a description on all of them. All right, so you want one item of greater value. I have to think of an item of greater value because I honestly thought you'd go for the gold plus.
You don't know us well enough then.
This is fair. I'm getting there.
I didn't think you guys would take two. I didn't think you guys would go for the greater magic.
I've prepared for everything.
Yeah, we're just
I've prepared for so much.
we're just out of left field. That's how we are.
This player for it.
I was saying "oh wow" earlier because I realized that I didn't add the racial features of 3 ability scores.
Oh no.
Oh,
So that changed everything.
yeah, yeah. Would imagine so.
Nice. Ah, excuse me. Sorry.
All right.
Excuse me, pause down.
He says, if you're going for the greater value, none of these are going to fall into that category. So let me check in the back what I have. And as he checks in the back, he says, all right, he comes back. I have an amulet of health. This would make your constitution score 19 while you wear the amulet. It has no effect if your constitution is already 19.
Useless for me.
What else do I have?
I said that's useless for me then.
Probably useless for most of you. You guys have some good shit.
Yeah, I got to get a constitution of 19.
My constitution.
This doesn't seem too OP. We have the Ring of Evasion. It's a ring that has 3 charges. It regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. If you fail a dexterity throw while wearing it, you can use your reaction to expend 1 of those charges and succeed on that saving throw instead. And
That will be very useful for the mimic, right?
Probably.
we'll say he has a couple gambler's weapons, giving you guys the option to choose between your classes, because the gamblers can be just about anything. The gambler's blade or weapon is an item. I'm not going to pull it up, but I know roughly what it does. It allows you to take a negative to death saves, which will allow you to add that to your hit. Hence the gamble.
With it.
I am feeling like we should take the ring. We can get it today and then sell it after, or maybe if one of us wants to keep it, we can work that out amongst ourselves.
I think I like the Ring of Evasion as well.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Do you guys want the ring? I'll have to keep looking up stuff.
Yeah.
Alright, remind me what the ring was.
Evasion.
Ring of Evasion.
You two quit your bickering.
Alright, so he hands over the ring, and you guys can choose who wears it. It does require attunement. Whoever takes it, please add it to your inventory.
I would like to take. I did have a plan for the mimic thing. We just hadn't talked about it yet. So I'll just suggest to the party. I would like to wear it because I'd like to enter the vault and see what happens. I think this ring could help me escape best I can.
Dodd doesn't have a problem with that. A ring of evasion is not really, I feel like, the style.
Yeah.
I think I am skilled enough to not really have to use the Ring of Evasion as much, so I don't mind.
As long as I keep my distance, I don't need it.
He's got a plan. I'm good with that.
Okay. So you have a ring of evasion. It does require attunement, so you will need to spend time to do that if you want to use it.
Yeah, it's like an hour to spend with it. If I'm correct.
Yeah, it's a short rest essentially. So
Okay.
an hour.
How far is the library from here?
You guys are currently in hour 6. The library is in hour 8.
Never mind.
In the outer part, not the inner part.
Cool.
So
We're off to the bank.
yeah, we have to wait an hour.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait an hour at least to let
And
the
then-
tumor go in.
I'm sure the roll-up would appreciate a short rest.
Probably.
I can survive with 10 HP.
Do you still don't have the crown on? You're just leaving it off for now?
If we're about to go into a fight. You know what? Fuck it. I'm chaotic. Let's put it back on. I don't give a shit.
Alright. You put it back on, change your dexterity score again.
Yay!
And don't forget the rest of those stats I gave you.
Yep, I
I
have
assume you
them
wrote
written
them
down.
As you put it back on,
Son of a bitch.
your face twists just a little bit into a grimace. Just a little bit.
Did that hurt or something?
Did we all see that?
Roll up perception. See if you're paying attention.
So I just look grumpy now.
Just for a little second, like I don't even think you noticed it. It's just like it just happens. Like you suddenly get resting bitch face.
Man.
What?
You can give me those other properties.
Oh, you found.
Yeah. Just because I had to double check on one of the things you said.
So this item has multiple.
Like stages?
Yes.
Okay.
So anything I told you is what you get right now.
Okay, because there was also. Or is it the.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
right now you're in storm.
Okay. Gotcha. I'll have to learn how to get the others at some point.
Mine was 17.
17 as well.
Where did she go? Right out there. What did you roll?
She had to vape.
10. You don't notice. These two do, however. You two see his face turn into what is essentially a small scowl, and then just revert back. It doesn't stick around, but it just happens, and
Yeah.
you don't notice yourself. So
I whispered to Trelawney to make a note.
you tell him. I'm gonna say he did not notice. You tell
No, I'm telling him, and I'm being like, hey, make a note.
He pulls out a little notebook and scribbles down. Yeah, so I'm gonna say you probably don't take the short rest inside Zorek's store.
Well, not unless that's a poisoner's kit. I would like to purchase one of those if he does.
What?
A poisoner's kit.
Last time I played D&D as the DM, I tried to make a different shop for each individual thing, but I feel like that's a lot of work. So I'm gonna say it's a Wonderporium. He has lots of weird stuff. Yeah, he has that. Feel
Does
free
he
to
happen
purchase.
to have potions of healing then?
Let me see. He does have 4 of them.
How much are they?
I have a thing. That's not what I thought it was. Fuck me. I have to check. I have scribing spell costs wrote down, but no one's a wizard, so that does me no good.
Not yet.
It was for last time. That's one thing I noticed when I was reading the Dungeon Master's Guide and all that. It's not super clear what items cost very often.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time it's usually up to just DM and stuff.
I mean, you can find it, like in the player's handbook it'll say it under a list, but like if you're looking for like magical items and shit, holy shit.
You basically have to make it up.
Yeah. Okay, so according to what I'm seeing,
Hey.
super useful. Normal potions of healing are 50 gold piece.
50 gold piece.
Yeah, they're
Wow.
expensive.
Considering that we just
Hey.
did this for you, would you mind taking
Quit it.
buy one get one deal?
Come here.
Nope, doesn't check.
Persuasion. Ooh, that's a good one. And my persuasion is high.
I don't think you rolled under a 20 yet.
Come here.
Uh,
I guess you come
exactly 20. Wait. No, sorry, I looked at the wrong one. 22.
Well, I set the DC at 20 in my head, so I'm gonna have to start doing 25s if I don't want to. Nah, I gotta keep it fair. Yeah, he says, you know what? This one time I will give you 2 for the price of 1, but only on 1. So in other words, you could have 2. You could buy 2, but he's not gonna do it for all of them. I will give you.
I will take it.
All right, that'll be 50 gold, and you get 2 potions. So mark that off and mark in the 2 potions. That other potion you picked up, Serrano, was actually a potion.
So I take one out of my inventory.
Yeah, just take 1 out of your inventory. Someone had cast some type of spell on it to hide it, is what you gather.
I don't think I can afford a poisonous kit yet, so I will wait.
You'll wait? Okay. Is there anything you would like to purchase at the Wondroporium?
I have one stupid question, and then I just want to look through the magical items.
Alright.
Do they have dragon eggs?
That is a stupid question. No.
I want to peruse the magical items. Look up more for me,
Oh,
Denton.
good. What are you looking for? I'm not gonna look up and
Is-
just give you random items. Is there
is-
something, some idea at least? It doesn't necessarily have to be a specific item. But if you know, like, I want boots that do something, that would help me.
Yeah, I
could
guess I could look some
So you're
shit.
Are
probably,
you somebody jealous of my dragon?
What? Yes. What are you? What are my restrictions on what to look up? Like, do you want
I mean, you can look up
uncommon
anything.
or rare?
It doesn't matter. They're magical items. They're gonna be pricey, so you probably can't afford it. But feel free to look it up. And I'll
Bold
tell
of you. That is bold of you. You don't know how much fucking gold I got.
He probably does.
I can literally switch over to your character right now.
Not like I've typed it in. Where the heck is it? Where is it? Denton, where is it?
If you wanted a dragon, you should have been a ranger.
Ow. No.
Wow.
I remember.
Everything tugged together. We
Wow.
have to do their
Denton,
nails
I
so
cannot
bad.
spell, and I blame you for this.
Why?
It's because you put that barb on.
Yeah.
What? Did
No,
he raise
it's,
you?
So it's one that we had in our last campaign, that Wand of Magic Missile.
That's
Jesus.
that's an uncommon.
I don't even remember. Hold
Yeah,
on.
it's one of my other game has it. I just
Is what?
That's an uncommon.
Uncommon. Okay. You gotta get back to the magical item page.
Found it.
So you found it?
Yeah.
It's an uncommon.
Just because I think that would be so useful.
Magic Missile is an awesome spell.
Oh yeah.
Oof. This does not help me at all.
I have it pulled up if that helps.
Does it have a price on what you have pulled up? Because it already does.
No.
Right. That's the problem.
I'll leave it up to you.
Work.
Well, I mean,
This could be useful. Oops. $8,000 gold.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I've seen
seeing.
that.
You said it's an uncommon? It's
Yeah. Uncommon magic item should and can, according to DMG, should and can be given to players who are higher level 1, and it should cost between 100 and 500 gold.
The price of a wand is equal to the level of the spell plus the creator's caster level plus 750.
I'm just gonna go with it's out of my
Times
price range.
750.
It's probably out of your price range. And
Yeah.
magic item prices are so fucking difficult, like you
Yeah.
said. And everyone has a different answer on mine.
Yeah. All right, I'm good then.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine.
I'll have to. I think what I need to do is when I know you guys might be going to a shop, I need to just like have a small list set aside of things they'll have and what I feel like the price should be. All right, so you guys are done shopping, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're gonna do the short rest for end tune.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
for you guys to have one
where
back.
do you guys go to short rest? I mean, you can just go sit on the street corner for all I care. I just
Honestly.
can't stay in the
Yeah.
shop.
Rude.
All right.
I thought this guy liked us. He gave him that deal.
All right, so you guys, we'll say there's a bench somewhere because why not? It's a city; they have benches. And you guys just go chill for a minute while you attune to the ring that I already forgot the name of.
Evasion.
Evasion. And you are you gonna take a short rest
Yeah.
and like actually use your hit dice to recover? All right, you should do that and mark it down. Because you can only do that so many times.
But we don't have to, right? Do we all take a short rest?
I mean, you're taking a short rest technically, but you don't have to use hit dice to recover or anything. In fact, if you want to do anything while you're short resting, you probably could.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play with my dragon. I bond with my dragon.
Sounds good. How'd you recover?
I'm not gonna talk about it.
Uh-oh.
You know you can use one or all of your hit dice. If you don't have to, you can use as many hit dice as you choose.
What?
So you have a certain amount of hit dice per day, and you can use as many of them as you choose per short rest.
How many do you
I'm
have
just
per day?
not using this thing from now on.
Your level.
I'm
You have
glad
3?
you knew that. I'm
Yeah.
over your head.
It's your level.
All right.
So if you're level 3, you have 3 of them.
Good enough. Good enough. I
So-
will survive.
Does that mean that if we long rest... Oh, wait, for short rest specifically?
Short rest
Yeah,
specifically.
yeah.
Okay.
Long rest, you just recover.
So if you use 3, then you can't recover anymore on another short rest?
If you
yeah.
use all 3 of them, you do another one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
No.
used all 3.
It depends on the DM on how much you recover overnight of the hit dice. Because I know some people do like half
Right.
of what you
That's
want.
ridiculous.
I like to do just a full rest. Like, I mean, D&D rules are already definitely a little bit weird, so why not? Plus, that would be so hard. It'd take
Just use 3. You have to do like 4 basically.
That's
Stick it all
for 4 days per fight. Like,
Stuff like that fine for survival campaigns.
Alright, so you guys start heading towards the bank. I know that it's only been an hour since we took our break, but I'm going to go ahead and ask, do you guys want to call it here before you get to the bank, seeing as this is probably going to be a fight as it's in the quest description?
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think we did have Dot actually.
Right, that's what I was thinking. You guys got further than I thought you would before he left, but also took more time in game, if that makes sense, than I thought you would. So I'm gonna go switch this over real quick to ending. Brandon, if you would mute the mic, that'd be great.